So talk about some of the technology, because I remember we were putting, and to see the topography on a putting green and the rolls and all that stuff and the exact line. I mean, my goodness, I know by my putting game, something like that would be extremely helpful. So talk about some of that tech.
Yeah, so that's kind of like part of our high performance. So when you walk in, it's all glass, so you can see in and see what's going. So we wanted to have that open feel. So the putting room it's called Putt View. So basically we have a green, a shaped green under the ground, and they use this LIDAR technology that basically maps like the sea floor. They bring guys from Germany, they come in, they scan the ground. We got these projectors overhead, and pretty much anywhere you want to hit a putt from, it will tell you where you need to hit it, where it's going to break. It shows you, it tracks it. It keeps kind of like your iPhone. It keeps all your stats if you want. You can tell you how many you missed left, how many you missed right. And the cool thing about it is, I'm a pretty simple guy, as in I just want to see where the ball goes. But if you're like really into the analytics, like Bryson, for instance, he's got one. He probably uses a lot more of the tech data. So if you want to geek out, you can. But if you want to keep it super simple and just have nothing, you can. So it's kind of, again, flexible. We're not putting anybody in a box. We're like, you can have as much or as little as you want. So that's the putting room. The TrackMan room is kind of like a typical higher-end country club. They have a TrackMan. We've got a swing catalyst. We've got 3 high-speed cameras, TV.
And that's the one where it's even showing you the weight of your feet and how you strike the ball, the spin and the speed and the velocity. I mean, I was blown away. These are not things I've ever even heard of, let alone have been measured on. But it makes sense once you see how your feet angle affect how you strike the ball, and it starts coming together. So that was another room. Tell us about that one. That one was, when I started seeing some of those stats, I was like, oh my goodness, this kind of makes sense now why these 20-year-olds are doing this. If you're brought up with that technology, imagine the advantage you have over these guys. Did you have any of that stuff when you were training?
No, I mean, it was probably just coming out towards when I was like 22, 23, some of the technology, but now it's just so far advanced. But yeah, I mean, if you go to any tour event, you're going to see TrackMans, Foresights. So the TrackMan room, like you said, we can measure where your weight transfer is, if it's on your toes, if it's on your heels and your back foot, right? It's really analysis by paralysis. You can have as much or a little again as you want. Out back, where our driving range kind of set up, we use Foresights out there, which are great. They kind of give the everyday golfer everything that they need, like their launch angle, how far it went, as whatever you want kind of thing.